So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today, we are going to be going through all of the new changes that is happening for ARK Survival Evolved on all platforms for the official servers. This is really needed to happen for a long time, so I'm glad Wildcard are finally sorting things out. So if you guys do enjoy today's video and get all the news you need to know, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and also press that like button for the socks as well. I thought I'd change the position of them in today's video. I really need to update them, don't I? Like, they've been the same ones and I've just left them up there. I should probably need to wear them one day. But anyway, moving on from that, make sure to, if you want to get some merch as well, some sock merch or any of that, sweatshirts of the Chilled Rexy, link at the top of the description. Nearly said that wrong. But yeah, Genesis Part 2 isn't long away, guys. Exciting times, but let's get in with today's video. So, as you can see, it is all about the Small Tribes update and everything that is changing. Big stuff for the official servers, and we're mainly going to be going through a lot of the change of the rules as well that have just happened, which hopefully will help out a lot of you guys. Now, before we talk about that very quickly, this is the minigun. It was announced recently, and that's the no-glim picture. You've probably seen it in my other video, but thought it was really cool and just wanted to mention it just in case you haven't seen it. So, as previously announced, the Small Tribes rules have been updated and made more strict to address some of the pain points you've experienced. Along with this comes the need for those sharing defenses to move those defenses or for those tribes to relocate altogether, depending on the location. The full rules can be found here if you'd like to go over them, and we're going to be doing that after we've read through this part. So, we've noticed that there hasn't been much progression in this area, and we're past the date of April 23rd. So, they said because of this, we have decided to give players 2 more weeks, as we'd much prefer not to have tribes wiped by enforcement. Let's address a few questions that have come up for the community to make sure that the cave/shared defenses rule is crystal clear. We'd like to take this time to clear up any misconceptions players may have gotten in the last post. So this is basically one of the biggest things for you guys right now. If you are, and they're going to show everything about what's been going on right now, if you are teaming on Small Tribes, you will, in these areas, and you haven't moved, you will get wiped. And they literally, I've been playing football, apologies, literally, I was thinking it was going to happen again then. Literally, it's going to be, the wipe is going to be happening on the 17th of May, if I'm correct. I will read through this, and they will wipe completely everything. And a lot of people at the time don't realize how, like, big it actually is, because, you know, you're enjoying what's happening at the moment, and then as soon as you get wiped, so many people go, oh, I've been wiped, and I didn't realize, and that's why I'm making this video. For anyone that is teaming, you will need to move, otherwise enforcement will come for you. So sharing sharing the center ice cave is against the spirit of the rules. Irrespective of the fact small and large sides can theoretically be regarded as different defenses. They are quite directly benefiting from the presence of each other in that location, and if a tribe hasn't relocated or forcefully taken both sides, by the end of the 2-week extension, enforcement will opt to wipe the base on the small side. Valguero underground entries cannot be blocked. Images showing limits for defenses near chokes are shared below. Multiple tribes can live inside, but they must not share defenses in any way. For example, a tribe in a tree and a tribe and a large plateau with their own unique defenses is fine, and a tribe at the bottom of the tree and a tribe at the top equates to shared defenses. The defenses at the bottom must be breached to reach the tribe at the top. In this example, the tribe at the bottom would be wiped by enforcement. So as you can see, on this, these are the locations. They've got another location here for where you basically need to know. And if you are on the bottom, as they said, you will be wiped by enforcement. And they've got the line of it, as you can see on the screen, just in case you need to know. The location for the second one as well is shown here. If you do if you do have the shared defenses, you will get wiped. The amount of times I'm going to say wiped in this video. And one of the biggest reasons I like to make these videos is because sometimes people generally do not just see this stuff because, you know, they might play ARK a lot, but they might not be massive on social media, or they might not be massive on stuff. They may watch a few ARK videos or something. So if this can be shared to anyone that may need to know this information, it's worth sharing it on, because otherwise the next day they could come on after May 17th and everything will be completely gone. Enforcement will begin, actually, it's even earlier than I expected. Enforcement will begin to take action on these and similar other cases after May the 15th. So yeah, that's going to be early. And these changes may just be the start, but they've set the stage for possible fine tuning in the months ahead. And then obviously the Evo event did finish today, if I'm correct. They did ×2 breeding, hexagon rewards, harvesting, taming, and ×2 XP. And that is pretty much what you need to know with small tribes. Now, all the new updated stuff has been put on here. This is the code of conduct, and this is maybe something that you might want to just go over and sit and listen, just because you know, it's really big to obviously to follow this. And I know some people don't care and they want to carry on doing the stuff, but it just makes the servers so much more unhealthy. So hacking and exploiting, it's basically game mechanics to gain an unfair advantage over other players is not tolerated. Obviously no third-party programs, obviously like in-game automated bots, aim bots, and everything. If you've been any attempt, if you've been banned like completely, then any attempt of an alternate account is you can basically be banned even more. Exploiting, so this is examples. So attacking from, traveling through, or building in unattended game zones under the mesh or above the map. Duplication of tames, items, or characters. Unintended building mechanics, all the different things like this. You can pause at any point if you want to go through some of this stuff. We're mainly not talking about this in today's video. It's more about small tribes and but this obviously is good for people to see, just so you can see. So benefit hacking / exploiting tribes, alliances, and teaming up. When playing on our official network, players must ensure that they are not taking advantage of hacking exploits and unfair play. Do not under any circumstances allow hackers to join your tribe, alliance, or party up alongside with you, because it is your responsibility to remove them or remove yourself from the tribe. If you witness someone breaking the rules, then obviously let the team know. Otherwise, you could end up being banned as well. And you might think it's not your fault, but if you do know something's going on, it's recommended get straight out of there. Hack-related chat. There should be no discussions in-game or otherwise regarding abusing hacks or exploits, because obviously including access to cheats where you can acquire them or anything like that. If you obviously chat about it at all, then Wildcard will do the same. This is the main thing we were talking about, the small tribe server specific rules. The spirit of the small tribe servers revolves around small teams working independently and without informal alliances. A tribe working with another, including cross-server, is considered teaming, and this violates the rules of small tribes and is a subject to enforcement action. Please note that the rules are subject to common sense and the use of loopholes to violate the spirit of these rules is subject to enforcement. So, joint raids against one or more tribes, 12v6. This includes targeting forward operation bases as operating bases as well as bases. Multiple tribes built in one location to mutual benefit. Sharing caves, sharing caves with one entrance, and obviously sharing turrets or anything like that. Further guidelines. Bases in different locations are open to being attacked with different tribes at the same time. This includes unique areas like Valguero Underground and the Center Underground, which is what we saw earlier. Players who are not involved in a raid are expected to stay clear of the area in order to avoid any confusion as to how many players and tribes are involved. Failure to do so may result in a temporary ban. A forward operating base constitutes any operational point with the... basically, what they're saying is anything you do, common sense comes into play here. If you are playing any role in teaming, in stop or blocking things, and you might not think you are, just everything is just stay well clear or report it. Open world PvP is not considered teaming. Open world is defined by areas that are completely clear of bases. Use common sense. Attempting to take advantage of edge cases is against the spirit of the rule and is subject to enforcement action. When making a team report, please refer to the teaming report guidelines. Now, griefing is like spawn blocking. You've got PvE specific griefing, which is things like, you know, on Extinction, where people were trying to get corrupted dinos to spawn in other people's bases. I know that's been patched now. Blocking access to important resources, just being annoying, you know, like that's basically what it is with PvE specific griefing. Building at their base, blocking other tribes' dinos, all of that stuff will get you banned or wiped. Misconduct, so this is all about chat and harassment, none of that stuff. Just keep it peaceful if you can. I know it isn't always in the chat, but just obviously you're going to have arguments with people, but it doesn't mean that you have to take it too far, basically, is what they're saying. And there are lots of stuff that if you do take it too far, then you will get a ban or a wipe in whatever case it is. Different player Steam tribe names. Obviously, if you have anything to impersonate, if you're going to pretend to be anyone like a general manager, studio wildcard employees, or offend any languages, using any offensive language, then again, you can get your account banned. I don't know if, I don't know really how, because I know in the past there was a lot of people that used to pretend to be a studio wildcard employee, and they really used to get away with it a lot, but you will not anymore. I know wildcard are coming down on that strong. And then false reports. If you're making false reports about things that you just get other people in trouble, then basically you could actually get yourself in trouble for a false report when they investigate it, because it wastes wildcard's time, and obviously it isn't fair on someone that isn't actually doing something wrong. So that is the full information that you guys need to know with what's going on with ARK Survival Evolved at the moment. Interesting stuff. I know we're going to probably get more reveals this week for Genesis. There's only a few weeks to go now. I'm so excited. I can't wait to make my new series. I can't wait to bring more content. And yeah, exciting times. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a little bit of a sip of my squash. If you do want to have any merch, the link is in the top of the description. Subscribe, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you guys later.